All right, hello everyone, and welcome to League of Legends Week 2 versus New Jersey City University. Oh my, why is my... Okay, first off, I need to fix my volume. All right, that's not it. I'm sorry, I don't know why this is not working. You guys can't hear the volume at all, can you? Let me see if I can fix that. Stand by. Test. Okay. Okay. I think I fixed it. I think I fixed it. We'll see. But we're gonna get started in just a few minutes here. Once the stream delay, spectator delay, I should say. Oh, you know I can test this. I can test it like this. Yeah, that's fine. I think. All right. Good. All right, so we'll be ready to go in just a few minutes here. You can see the draft up on the screen. Post on the blue side, NJCU on the red to start things off. Thought process here was banning their jungler and their junglers and their mid laner plays a lot of Seraphine, so we didn't really want to have to deal with that. And then with their B1 picking away the Nautilus because their support plays it a lot. And they hit us with the brand Diana Flex picks, which were, that's solid for them. And then we went with a Tristana J4, so they have a nice mix of CC, tankiness, burst damage. Then they went with the Yasuo, which is good synergy with Diana. Interesting choice to R3 it though, because gives us counter pick there when they could have picked ADC, because we already showed our ADC. Hey Ken. And then they banned Mordekaiser Nico, and then we banned Darius Aatrox for his top laner, or for their top laner, I should say. And then we went with the Vex Shen to just kind of round out our comp, give us a little backline mage damage. Shen can help protect our carries in the team fight with his ultimate. And then NJCU rounded out their comp with Jin Ornn. All right, here we go. Let me know if the game sound is too loud or my microphone is too loud. I don't want menu. I want directed camera. There we go. Find that. There we go. Names above health bars. Eagles going for a cheeky invade here. Let's see if they find anything. Oh, S'more's coming in. He's gonna land the hook, and that's first blood and the flash. chrisramrz is gonna pick that one up and blow She-Wolf Ash's flash. Nice job on the 5-man invade there. And a good start already for the Eagles. chrisramrz is backing on a ward, though. So it is going to be chrisramrz in the top lane on Shen, WangHongYue in the jungle on Jarvan, Ryanite in the mid lane on Vex, Frosty on ADC on Tristana, S'more's on support on Nautilus, and then over on NJCU, we've got Heimer, 007 on Ornn in the top lane, Neon Sonic YT on Diana in the jungle, Sidun on Yasuo in the mid lane, She-Wolf Ash on Jin on ADC, and the 6th on brand on support for ADC. For NJCU, I should say. Pretty standard start so far. chrisramrz going for a trade. Bot lane is really where I want to watch here. Bot lane and mid lane I think are going to be really key matchups. Top lane is just going to be your standard, you know, wet noodle, I think, for the most part. Mid lane is going to be quite interesting. And so is bot lane. chrisramrz with level 2 spike going in. Gonna get a lot of damage on Heimer. Wow, just as I was saying that. And there's a level 2 spike as well for the Eagles in the bot lane. And jumping in, taking advantage of She-Wolf Ash having no flash available. And an excellent start here for the Eagles with 2 kills on She-Wolf Ash's Jin already. Also, chrisramrz with a very positive trade in the top lane on Heimer, who is playing the Ornn. That's going to be so confusing. I'm glad someone else is not playing Heimer. That'd be a great way to troll the casters, though. And chrisramrz and WangHong going in for an invade here on Neon Sonic. He gets the red buff. And is he going to get out, too? They're chasing. This is a close one. Going to turn their attention onto Sidun. Here's Ryanite rotating over as well. WangHongYue getting the flag and drag in. And there's a fear from Ryan, but here comes Heimer on the backside. And NJCU could look to re-engage here. chrisramrz going in, getting the flash and getting the final kill. Another one for Ryanite. Heimer getting low as well. He's going to flash away. And an amazing fight in the jungle for the Eagles. 2 kills for chrisramrz and 1 for Ryanite. And the Eagles coming out really strong in this early game. Now up 4 kills to 0. S'more's looking for another hook. If he keeps landing these hooks, the bot lane is going to be very difficult for NJCU. She-Wolf Ash still has no flash. And S'more's has got to know that, so he's probably going to be looking to engage again soon here. 6 does still have exhaust available, though. And Neon Sonic hanging around this bot side river. Ryanite teleporting back to mid lane. Oh, hook gets dodged by, or blocked by the minion. chrisramrz in a bit of trouble in the top lane here. And just you could look to set up a dive soon, but Neon Sonic is on the other side of the map. Xayah is going to take a tower shot. And that's a very favorable trade for Ryanite. He's also got double buffs from that fight earlier in the jungle. And I don't think Xayah really is respecting that. chrisramrz got to be careful here. He's taking a lot of damage. His dash gets interrupted as well. Standing in the block is going to get shut down, though. Good dodge there by Xayah. Wang going to take a tower shot. There's a hook there by S'mores. Frosty going to jump in. There's the flash away. And the 6th going to take a lot of damage, but does not lose his life. He's forced to back off now. Heimer going to TP back to the top lane. Looking at the farm, it is pretty even across the board. Aside from bot lane, a huge lead for Frosty on this Tristana thanks to those 2 early kills. 2 early deaths, I should say, for She-Wolf. Ooh, Chris missing the dash. Heimer going to go in for this trade now. And that's going to be a pretty favorable trade for Heimer. Chris now be able to stand in his block, though. Mid lane skirmish going on as well, but chrisramrz in a tough spot now. Gets that shield back, but Heimer could potentially look for a re-engage. There's the taunt, though. chrisramrz getting super low. One more attack is going to do it, though, and he takes him down. Excellent job on the 1v1. I thought this was going to be a boring wet noodle fight all game, but chrisramrz is making it interesting. Ryanite going in with the fear, but there's the wind wall, but Ryanite takes him down with the last auto attack. And the Eagles just firing on all cylinders here in this early game. And Ryanite with a solo kill, chrisramrz with a solo kill. And an incredibly good fight in the jungle earlier that we saw, the 3-on-3. And it's 6-1. Post ahead by just about 2,000 gold now. Chris needs to be careful, though. He's stuck around in lane and is quite low. He does have a 2-level advantage on Heimer, but look at this health. Good taunt. It's going to keep him out of trouble for now. But really making me nervous here. There's the dash in. Chris blocks it. Gets a little baby knock-up as well. If Chris is able to survive this, this is like really good for him, but Heimer now level 6. He could look to engage with the ultimate here. Frosty and Wang starting off the dragon. S'mores doing a good job. Ornhorn is going to connect. chrisramrz blocking all the damage. But he's got nowhere to go now. Gets the shield. Can he get away? He's giving him the runaround. He is. He's just going to run around. He gets away. Incredible. I thought he was dead to rights there, but Warren is just too slow. And Dragon also picked up for post. In the meantime, Xayah engaging on Ryanite again, but he's just going to walk right away from that one. Oh, hook barely missing from S'mores there, and he's going to take some return damage. Frosty walking up. Both junglers hanging around the bottom side here. This could be a 3-on-3 pretty soon. Neon Sonic is backing, but S'mores has taken a significant chunk of damage here. Wang is level 6, though. He could look for a gank down here. The 6th does not have Flash available. I think S'mores and Frosty looking to back off pretty soon here. Go spend their cash, see how much they've got. Oh, they actually don't have that. No, they have a decent amount. Heimer engaging in here onto chrisramrz. Point-blank taunt. And now we're seeing the wet noodle fight. But Heimer's got a full minion wave, and I don't know if Chris is going to be able to take this fight. Last breath coming down in the mid lane from Xayah. Wang is there. Ryan going in, getting the knock up from Wang as well, and that's going to do it. Excellent gank there from Wang. And the counter engage, or the counter gank is strong, even though Neon wasn't there. Neon really focusing on farming here after losing that early skirmish in the top side jungle. And the Eagles are taking advantage. Wang specifically is taking advantage with repeat ganks on the mid lane here. Eagles now up about 2,000 gold, 10 minutes in. And this could look to be a 2v2 in the top lane area. Neon is hidden. Wang is in the area. It looks like he is rotating up here. I don't think that he saw Neon. chrisramrz starting a fight with Heimer, and he's going to dash away. Ornhorn comes in, taunt. Oh, the knock-up. He flashes away so he can get it, but it doesn't matter. Wang just going to dunk him right on his head there. And Wang with his second kill of the map. The Eagles just looking like a brand new team here, up 8-1. Is Frosty able to get a plate? Oh, Frosty got a plate. Oh, a 2v1 engage or invade here. And Wang wisely backing off, gonna try to maybe snipe it away with a smite. Oh, he does get it! And here comes the Shen ult coming in. Ryan's here as well. What a great collapse! Double taunt. That's huge. Neon flashing away, gets the shutdown. Can they get the return kill? Yes, they can. chrisramrz is going to pick that one up. Sidon now flashing. He's going to get a shutdown for himself as well. He's got a lot of enemy minions to work with here, but Chris is just powering in there with the auto attacks, and he's going to pick up a double kill, his 5th of the map on this Shen. And I think a 2 for 2 or a 2 for 3 in the end. Hook lands there. And there's the ultimate onto the 6th. Oh, but Frosty did not have his E available there, I think. If he did, that probably would have been a kill. chrisramrz fighting Heimer in the top lane again. But he's sitting on 1,100 gold. He should probably go back and spend that pretty soon. We got Dragon coming up here in just a few seconds, under a minute now. See if the Eagles look to take this one. It'll be their 2nd Dragon of the game. Heimer with a window now to roam. He's just going to make an item for himself. 4 players now in the bottom side river. Heimer rotating over to mid lane for a gank. Here comes the Ornhorn. Ryan's going to need to flash out of this one. He does not have flash available, but Heimer missing the knock-up, but he is going to take some damage. Good roam there from Heimer, utilizing that window appropriately. But chrisramrz has teleport. He does not have the ultimate. So advantage NJCU here. They're going to try to go for this dragon. Wang maybe going to go for a pop-over steal attempt. Nope. I like it. No need to risk it. It's just the first dragon. chrisramrz going back in. Another pretty even trade here up in the top lane. Ryanite going in here on Sidon. Doing some good damage with the ultimate, but not quite enough for the kill. Neon Sonic now hanging around the bottom side of the map on this Diana. Chris with ultimate available. Stand united once again. Frosty actually jumped in. He really thought S'mores was going to land that hook. They got to be careful now, though. TP coming in the bot lane as well. Ultimate comes down. Uh-oh. Jhin ult. He misses one. Misses the rest shot. Maybe the Eagles could re-engage this. Here comes Wang. Sidon diving in as well, though. And Ryanite just going to push that out. See if Wang decides to go in. He does. He gets stunned up, though, and there's the Shen ult. Diving in on the 6th. Gets the taunt down, and there's chrisramrz with another kill. One more traded back. Sidon going in. Last breath goes down on S'mores. Frosty is going to protect his support, though, and find that kill. And it's a 3-for-1, and She-Wolf has to dash away, but chrisramrz is flashing right after, going over the wall. Frosty jumping over here. Woo, just barely missing that E. And they are going to decide to dive this. Nope, they're actually just going to back off. Probably a good choice. She-Wolf might have been able to get some kills there. 3-for-1 trade, and an amazing engage there. chrisramrz syncing up with Wang. And utilizing the Stand United there to find a really nice engage. And the Eagles up 3,000 gold now. Frosty going to try to bust down this tower. And there it goes. Eagles in a, honestly, a rare position of being in the lead at 15 minutes. And fantastic early game. Wang rotating around the mid lane. They do see him, and he is going to back off. Oh, hook gets blocked by Xayah. Good wind wall there. And it looks like we could be A-ramming mid in a second. She-Wolf Ashe is still in the bot lane, though, so numbers in the mid lane here for the Eagles if they're able to find an engage. But it does not look like they are, at least not yet. And She-Wolf now pushing that lane all the way into the tower. It looks like they are sending Eagles are sending Ryanite down there to pick that up. Good job by S'mores not being baited by that ward kill. And he's going to last breath in on here. Frosty taking tons of damage. Xayah flashing in, gonna take another tower shot, gets stunned up, and dunked on by Wang, and that's one for the Eagles. Make it two. S'mores gonna pick up the second. Neon coming in with the ultimate, gets one onto Wang, but chrisramrz is here now, chasing. Heimer is getting pretty low, but the hook connects, and Heimer flashes out of the way, and leaves Neon to take it. Unfortunate misplay there. Heimer probably should have just blocked that hook from S'mores. But he eggs his teammate out to dry there. That was honestly funny. Unfortunate for Neon, but a good play from Post. Now extending the gold lead to 6,000. They are going to pick up the Rift Herald as well. And Dragon also spawning in less than a minute. Wang on the bot side here, now setting up for Drag. chrisramrz has teleport, but not Stand United available. And interesting that Heimer's actually already in the river. He has teleport available, so he could be matching chrisramrz in the top lane here, but he's chosen to simply be with his team. So, Infernal Dragon, this is pretty important. chrisramrz needs a good ward to teleport in on here. Was that a? No, it wasn't. He just dove out. The Eagles perfectly happy to just kind of posture around here. chrisramrz going to pop Herald in the top lane. This is big, actually. NJCU needs to react to this appropriately, or they're going to lose a lot. Shelly now just powering down this top lane. Will she survive for one more shot? She will survive, so that's going to be maybe another charge into the second-tier turret. Unless NJCU sends someone up there to defend it. They're still posturing, have not started the Dragon yet. Oh, but here comes the Ornhorn. This could be the fight. Going in on S'mores. Frosty taking a lot of damage. Here comes Ryanite. Big engage. Tons of damage going down. A double kill for Frosty already. Xayah diving in, but it's not going to be enough. And Frosty jumping in now. Exhaust goes out on She-Wolf Ashe. She's going to fall as well. And that's a triple kill for Frosty. Can I see a quadra? Can I see the penta? There it is. A penta kill for Frosty before 20 minutes. An incredible play from the Eagles, and they're just absolutely rolling now. That's the clean ace. 5 kills for Frosty. They're going to get the mid lane. They're going to get the top lane. They're going to get the dragon. Everything going the way for the Eagles right now. Completely enabled by this team composition. And Frosty was just able to power through that entire front line from Heimer. And then a beautiful E right in the middle did so much AoE damage to NJCU. And they were just not tanky enough to survive it. Infernal Drake going to be their second of the game. And the Eagles now fully in the driver's seat. Frosty, 10,000 gold at 20 minutes. Doesn't get much better than that. Almost doubling She-Wolf Ash's gold on the other side on Jhin. 600 gold lead for Sidon on the Yasuo. About 1,000 gold lead for Wang over his counterpart. And a 2,500 gold lead for chrisramrz in the top lane. 9,000 gold overall. 1 dragon. 21 kills to 7. The Eagles just playing really well as a team. I love the engages with Chris and Wang that are going in there. And the counter engage was also really strong in that last team fight. Frosty farming pretty well, probably about 7 or 8 CS a minute. Highest CS in the game. And it looks like the Eagle's going to be trying to get some vision around the Baron area. Chris going to match Sidon in the bot lane here. And he has teleport and stand united available. But Sidon is going to be able to interrupt stand united and teleport if Chris does it, you know, in the middle of the lane. But remember, chrisramrz is extremely fed. He's got a completed Sunfire Aegis, he's got a completed Titanic Hydra, and he's got Bramble Vest. So Sidon is going to have quite a difficult time killing him in the 1v1. And this is just looking more and more difficult for NJCU. They really need to try to stall. Flash in from S'mores, but barely missing that hook. I liked it. I like it. Oh, and we are going to get a pause. Possibly a tech issue, maybe? Not quite sure. Looking at this situation, though, this is actually really bad for the 6th. If I can't actually check right now, but if S'mores has his hook available, which it might be off cooldown at this point. Jungler's jungler for NJCU disconnected, so we are going to have a brief tech pause while he reconnects. But looking at the situation right here, 4 players for post in the mid lane, Ryan over in the top lane. So they have this is a winning situation right here, right? Like they have Wang and S'mores and Frosty and Chris definitely in range to kind of start a fight here. And the 6th is in a really dangerous spot. He does not have flash available either. So honestly, I think as soon as this game gets unpaused, he's going to faceplant. Whether from a Jarvan EQ combo or Nautilus just pressing his buttons on him. And then the Eagles probably going to be able to push down mid lane after they make that pick. Neon Sonic and She-Wolf should probably just hightail it out of there and leave the 6th to die here. There's not really much that he's going to be able to do as a brand in this situation. Like, Wang is in flag and drag range right now. So there's just, like, unless he has some crazy dodges the EQ and dodges Nautilus's abilities, Nautilus is still just going to be able to walk right on top of him. And auto him. But we'll be right back. He is reconnected, so we should be starting back in just a moment, but we'll be right back. All right, we're back, and just as I thought, going in immediately, but on Neon Sonic, not the 6, there's 1 kill, and then just jumping right on top of double kill instantly for Frosty. And an excellent engage, and the Eagle's going to look to Baron now. chrisramrz is going to start things up, but Xayah pushing in the bot lane. Somebody's going to have to react to that, but this is a 23-minute Baron. I think this is absolutely worth giving up a tower for. A Baron this early is going to give you a lot of pressure around the map, and the Eagles do secure it. And Xayah actually doesn't even get the inner, the bot tier 2 tower. And now he's in a bit of an odd spot. Taunt flash from chrisramrz, and he's just doing so much damage. Last breath goes down on a Wang. He's going to flash away and get over on the blast cone. Nice escape there from Xayah. He's going to link up with Neon Sonic over here, but they're in a 2v3. But luckily for them, the Eagles don't know it. And Post just going to push down the mid lane with 4 with the Baron-empowered minions. And chrisramrz going to push down the bot lane. And it looks like the Xayah going to head down the top lane. But somebody has to answer chrisramrz here. The Eagles are going to be perfectly happy to just simply siege up mid lane and buy time for chrisramrz to push. They have to send multiple people to deal with him. He's giga fed on this Shen right now. Or maybe Heimer can just deal with him. It's going to take Chris a while to kill him. But it's also going to take Heimer a while to deal with these Baron-empowered minions. Diving in is going to get a little bit of damage down on Chris. But the Eagles, they know what they want, and they're heading to Dragon. Spawning in 3 seconds. NJCU know it as well, but they also probably know that this is not going to be their Dragon to take. Neon is walking over, but he sees he's spotted on the ward there. And the Eagles will secure it. Their second Infernal of the game, third Dragon of the game, and that'll bring up Soul Point at about 31 minutes. chrisramrz hopping over the wall. He's going to look to interrupt this with a dash. Beautiful. He doesn't get the Ornhorn. Frosty hopping over, and that's an easy kill. Frosty going legendary. 10-0 on the Tristana, and the Eagles cannot be stopped right now. 24-7. But they do have to deal with Xayah, and chrisramrz is going to channel his base, and he's going to be the one to go deal with Xayah in the top lane. Eagles just going to walk right over to mid lane, push this wave out. They have I think probably about a minute left on the Baron buff. Good tornado there from Xayah blocking chrisramrz dash in. And the Eagles sieging up mid lane here, trying to crack open the base of NJCU. Gonna take the turret, and they are gonna back out. You know, they have a numbers disadvantage here. Good job, good recognition there from the Eagles, with Chris recognizing that they're at a numbers disadvantage since he could not see Xayah on the map anymore, and calling them off. Eagles gonna back and spend their gold. 2,600 in the bank for Frosty. That is going to be a big buy. now has 4 completed items. PD, Dom, Kraken, and IE for Frosty. He is going to be doing a stupid amount of damage in this next team fight as long as he is able to survive. That is the question. But S'mores is there to press his buttons. He's got Locket. He's got CC to peel. chrisramrz has Stand United that he can use to keep him alive. The Eagles just have so many tools here that they can use to try to keep Frosty alive. It's so imperative that Frosty does not die here. He is worth the full 1,000 gold bounty, 1,500 if you add in the assist gold. And that could help swinging the momentum back in NJCU's favor. So the Eagles really need to start closing things out soon-ish here. But they are perfectly happy to just let chrisramrz continue to split push in the top lane. Heimer has teleport as well, so he's going to match Chris in the top lane. And NJCU doing a good job hanging on here. A 10,000 gold lead at 28 minutes is not nearly as terrifying as it is at 20 minutes. So they've done a good job of kind of keeping that gold differential the same as the time goes on. But they have been giving up objectives to do it. And that is definitely how you want to play when you're behind. But you can only do that for so long. Eagles now with 3 dragons. They've already had a Baron buff. Looking at this naked inhibitor here. And they're just going to walk right in. Neon looking for a flank here, though. This is going to be big. They are going to get the inhibitor for free. But they're going to walk right into Heimer. Sidon going to get the tower. His teleport gets canceled by chrisramrz. That's huge. And the fight starts. Ryanite going in. Going to get the fear down. Frosty has to walk around. Not getting a lot of damage, but Wang is so tanky in the front line. 2 kills for the Eagles, and Wang survives. Another ult coming out from Ryanite, but that one barely misses. Frosty jumping in. So confident on this Tristana. Look at that damage. And that was a beautiful teleport cancel from chrisramrz in the bot lane. He's also going to find him. And Sidon does not have the damage to fight this. It doesn't have an enemy minion wave to dash through. Let's see if Chris is able to get the kill. Flashes away from the tornado. One more dash is going to do it. And chrisramrz finds the kill. Frosty now just terrorizing Heimer in the base. Very low. He has to back out. Dragon coming up in 45 seconds. This is soul point for the Eagles, and they're already pinging it. Everyone heading over there. They're a tad bit early, but better early than late. And clear out some vision here. chrisramrz still pushing in the bot lane as well. Still setting up for this dragon. They have plenty of time here to get in, take out the wards from NJCU, put down their own wards. Dragon up in 4 seconds now. I feel like NJCU kind of has to fight this. They're giving up soul. They're too slow. Dragon's already at half health. Heimer is looking though, and there it is. This could be the fight. Ryan lands the ultimate. He goes in, gets the fear onto Diana, doing a lot of damage. Here comes the Ornhorn, double knockup, and Sidon going in on the Yasuo, but Frosty takes him down. There's 1 kill. There's 2. Is that another pentakill for Frosty? There's a triple. There's a quadra. Frosty flashing over. He wants the second penta. He wants it. She-Wolf is not going to let him have it. chrisramrz dashing in. And She-Wolf denies the second penta, but the Eagles are going to take the game 31-7 in 31 minutes and go up 1-0 in this best of 3. We'll be right back with game 2 in a few minutes. Stick around. All right, we are back here with Game 2. League of Legends versus New Jersey City University in the Week 2 NECC matchup in the Navigators Division. Post Eagles won Game 1 quite decisively on the blue side, getting an early pick onto She-Wolf Ash's Jhin during the level 1. And then just kind of snowballing it from there. Blew his flash and got the kill in that level 1 invade, and then S'mores was able to land a hook on Nautilus for the second kill, and that got Frosty really far ahead. Frosty ended up 14-0 with a pentakill in one fight and a quadra-kill in another fight, and NJCU just simply could not deal with him. NJCU has adjusted the draft and banned 3 of our champions from Game 1, Vex, Tristana, and Shen. They did. That did open the door for S'mores to pick his patented Bard, though, so it is his pocket pick, his #1 most played champion in solo queue, so let's see if he's able to get some value out of it. Heimer 007 locking in the Fiora before seeing the top lane pick from the Eagles. It's going to be Neon Sonic on Maokai in the jungle, Heimer playing Fiora in the top lane, Sidon playing Fizz in the mid lane, She-Wolf Ash playing Sivir on ADC, and the 6 playing Seraphine on support. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's going to be chrisramrz on Camille in the top lane, Wang on Nunu in the jungle, Ryanite on Ahri in the mid lane, Frosty on Ezreal in ADC, and S'mores on Bard on support. So the Eagles actually, if I am correct here, have played, or will now be having a different person playing every person playing a different champion in Game 2, which is actually quite rare. Don't really see that too often. Obviously, with only 3 bans. Obviously, with only 3 bans per side, it's always a possibility that there will be 2 slots left for a team to pick 1 or 2 of the same champions that they played in Game 1. The Eagles doing another level 1 strategy here. All 5 members going up around top lane. Let's see if this works out for them. They are actually going to be able to sneak into the river bush here. Oh, don't think they see them. Ooh, NJCU does not see them either. This is crafty. Oh! Sidon flashes? I don't know what that was. Maybe he fat fingered it? He got panicked by our invade. That was funny. But Sidon does burn his flash. That could be big, actually, for this for these first 3 minutes. 3 to 5 minutes or so. Ward's going down on both sides. Eagles were able to ward NJCU's blue, and NJCU was able to ward the Eagles' red buff here. 35 seconds left on that one, so that will probably catch Wang when he goes over to clear that, but we'll see. Pretty good trade by chrisramrz here. Pretty standard start as far as items go. A longsword 3-pot start for She-Wolf on the Sivir. I think this is going to be a battle of the comfort picks. S'mores getting his comfort pick. Heimer getting his. And also chrisramrz. Oh, this could be a fight in the bot lane. The 6th getting chunked pretty low. Caster minion advantage, though, to NJCU, and they are going to win that trade just barely. Ooh, S'mores just barely missing that Q. Flash in onto Ryanite. Can he get out? Charm lands. And Neon Sonic going to pick up first blood for NJCU. chrisramrz also in a bit of a tough spot in the top lane. Can he get out? Heimer flashing for that first kill. The 6th getting low, though. And NJCU off to a great start here in Game 2. Oh, missing that auto attack. Ooh, great parry there from Heimer, and it's going to allow him to get away. But Wang is about to get flanked by 2 in the top lane here. Ryanite is here, lands the charm onto Sidon, and here comes chrisramrz. Sidon going to try to get over the wall. chrisramrz going over the wall to kind of block him. Getting extremely low. Can chrisramrz finalize the kill? Does not have his E available. Charm is also going to go wide, but Neon Sonic now just running. Wang flashing in and is going to pick up the kill. The Eagles do get 1 for their troubles. But a huge wave built up in the top lane here that chrisramrz needs to get to immediately, or he's going to lose a lot of XP and gold. Wang also heading up there. Oh, parried and gets stunned up. Oh, and Wang was not expecting that. Gives over another kill to Heimer, and that's pretty big for NJCU. Both teams on the board here. But NJCU definitely in the lead. Just about 1,000 gold now. And things going to be difficult now for the Eagles, specifically chrisramrz in the top lane. Heimer could look to dive here. And this is going to be really bad. Oh, he's got tower aggro. Chris either didn't realize it or didn't have... Oh, gets the stun. One more shot. And that is going to do a good shutdown there for chrisramrz, desperately needed. That would have been disastrous if Heimer survived that. But Maokai, Neon Sonic coming down here for a gank onto Frosty. Cleanse away from the root. S'more's going to magical journey right out and out of here. And here comes Wang for the counter gank. Gets a double stun. She-Wolf dodging the Bard Q with the shield, but Neon Sonic getting super low, burning down from the Ignite. W is over to a minion and is going to be able to get out. Good counter gank there from Wang, but Saida now coming in to make this a real party in the bot lane. But now just heads on back. Oh, level 6 for Heimer. He could look to go in on this. Oh, and Frosty gets rooted up. Dashes away, just barely surviving there. This is actually a really dangerous moment for the top lane here. Wang is coming in for a gank. Parries the snowball. But yeah, good thing. That was a good thing that Wang came in there because Heimer could freeze the lane there if he didn't. He might still end up freezing it. Big crash building here for chrisramrz, and he's going to have a window. S'more's rotating over on a mid gank, but not going to find anything. Good Q from Ryanite, but Sidon level 6 now. Probably going to look to all in soon. Sidon looking to land his ultimate over the wall here. Ryanite not going to take the bait. Definitely a much better start for NJCU this game, but there's the ultimate onto Ryanite. He's going to dash away once, he's going to dash away twice, he's going to dash away a third time, and that is going to be enough to get away. Too far away for Neon Sonic to land the W. Good gank gank dodge there from Ryanite. Eagles possibly looking to fight again in the river. This is going to be a 3-on-1. Heimer also going in on Chris in the top lane. It's going to be a 1v1 in the top lane and the bot lane here, as it's both teams 1-4-1. Or a 1-3-1, rather. Neon Sonic still hanging around this bot side. Good poke there from Ryan, but he's getting a little bit low on mana. Needs to kind of watch his mana a bit. Sidon decides to all in and lands his stuff. This could be dangerous. Pretty even in farm across the board. Good 20 CS lead for Heimer in the top lane is expected with the 3 early kills. And slight lead for Sidon in the mid lane. Nice stun by S'mores onto She-Wolf, and that's really good damage. From Frosty is going to get some ultimate damage as well, and here comes Wang on the gank. The 6th is stunned up, and Frosty going to grab that kill, a very key kill for the Eagles. chrisramrz trying to get away from Heimer here. There's the ultimate going down. Can he survive? Wow, the healing from the ultimate is just too much. And Heimer grabs another solo kill. Gave up a decent amount of minions to the tower while that was happening, though. But 1,400 gold lead for NJCU. And chrisramrz is going to really have to be careful in this top lane now against this Giga-fed Fiora. 4 kills already. It's looking like the reverse of game 1. Eagles grouping up for Dragon. Good stun there by S'mores. Wang also on the attack, but they just don't do that much damage. Here comes the 6th to help out. Gonna root up Wang. Here's the ultimate. Firing in. Good charm is gonna land, and Ryanite picks up that one, and Wang able to scoot on out. But here's Heimer, and he's gonna flash right away from that. Nice kill by the Eagles. NJCU, knowing they got Wang very low, though, is going to now take the Dragon. Good call from them. Chris also in the top lane still, so... And Heimer with no teleport either, so he's going to have to base now to make sure that he gets back in time to catch that wave that Chris is building in the top lane. But NJCU is going to take the Cloud Drake, or excuse me, Earth Dragon. Or their first dragon of the match. Frosty building a CS lead in the bot lane as well. Good news for him. Also grabbed a kill for himself earlier. And Heimer did miss a couple minions, but not too bad. Ping's coming out. And Chris going to try to get a cheesy base off here. But it looks like Neon and Sidon grouping up, going for an invade. Or possibly just the Rift Herald. 3 players now grouping. S'mores over here as well on the Bard. Here goes Wayne, gets a double knockup. Charm is going to land as well, and the stun. Heimer very low. There's the Bard ultimate coming down, going to stall for a bit of time. Wayne getting very low, though. Flashing away from the stun. Big damage coming down from the ultimate. But it's not enough in the end. chrisramrz coming in, trying to kill Heimer. Nice stun there by S'mores, and chrisramrz grabs the shutdown. The Eagles running away with this fight. Sidon hops away, and that's probably going to do it. Very well played by S'mores and chrisramrz on the tail end of that fight. And Frosty doing his best to farm under tower here and prevent them from taking too many plates, but 1 plate in return from NJCU, but the Eagles have cut the gold lead to just 400 now after that fight. Very well done. chrisramrz is also caught up on farm, thanks to that earlier play from... uh-oh, messed up the hook shot there. And big. I don't know about that one, Chris. Uses all of his abilities, misses all of them, and then just randomly ignites. Looks like he's going to lose about 5 or 6 minions to that top lane push. But honestly, not too bad. Ryanite staying on pace with Sidon's farm as well. And Frosty with a slight lead. So Eagles have caught up not only in kills, but also in CS. And Ryanite getting a solo plate for himself. That is huge. Maybe he can even get 2. That is massive if he's able to get 2 plates here. There is a 1 and 2 plates. It's actually more gold than a kill. Luden's Echo completed for both mid laners now. Trinity Force completed for Heimer. Div Sun completed for Chris in the top lane. Here's S'mores coming in on Neon Sonic. Oh, gets knocked out of his magical journey. Does take it that time, though. Here's Wang coming in, but he's got a 1 level behind Neon Sonic and has to be kind of careful. Takes the magical journey out at the last second. Frosty basing. Will he be able to get this base off in time? He does. They were setting up a dive. Frosty was like, I'm out of here. S'mores coming over here for a gank on Heimer. Let's see if this actually ends up working out. There's the ignite. A lot of damage. There's the ultimate from chrisramrz. One more attack's going to do it. chrisramrz is going to take that one. S'mores everywhere on the map right now for the Eagles. Picking up another assist in the top lane. And Wang now going to start off the Rift Herald. Good response now from NJCU, though, invading the blue side of the map on the Eagles side. But I really like what they're doing here. Grabbing this Rift Herald. The gold lead now dead even. And this is huge. Heimer also has no teleports. He's going to lose all these minions to the tower. Frosty trying to do what he can, but his tower also getting extremely low. A lot of vision over here in the top side of the map for post. S'mores finally makes his way back down here to the bot lane. Ooh, misses that Q. Wang hovering around the bot side of the map now. He's going to come in. They do have it warded, though. Oh, Ryanite popping his charm a little bit early. There's a Seraphine coming down. Double stun from S'mores. The flash-in ultimate from Wang is good as well. The 6 gets out with barely a health, but the ultimate dodged away from. And the 6 survives. Nice dodge from the True Shot Barrage. Oh, S'mores in a bit of trouble, though. Has to hightail it out of there with a magical journey. And here comes Wang again on the counter gank, protecting his teammates. And the Eagles possibly looking to set up for drag here. It is going to be difficult, though. She-Wolf Ashe is up now and is probably going to be here in time for the fight. This is risky. Neon Sonic popping the ultimate. There's the teleport as well. This is looking dangerous. chrisramrz has no teleport to answer, and the Eagles have to back off here. Let's see if they recognize it. Sidon also grabs a solo kill on Ryanite during that skirmish, and that is going to be a free dragon over to NJCU. They're going to be their second of the game, unless Wang is able to come in here and steal it, which he might actually try to do. It's extremely dangerous, though. Oh, Heimer flashing in. That's going to be trouble. S'mores missing the Q. And Heimer just still looking to just come in here. Still doing so much damage. Wang survives somehow, gets healed. But Sidon does take him down in the end. Frosty cleanses a little bit late, but he is going to be able to get out. S'mores trying to get out as well. Flashes away. Here comes the TP from Ryanite. Is going to deter any further engagement, but this is a razor-thin match right now. But during that whole time, chrisramrz was pushing freely in the top lane, catching up on gold. Is now almost even with Heimer after that abysmal early game. chrisramrz keeping a cool head on his shoulders. Ahead in farm now and nearly tied in gold. And that's going to be big for these upcoming team fights. but a 4-0 Fizz is not something to be taken lightly. And that's going to be quite difficult for the Eagles to deal with in these upcoming team fights. Chom goes wide from Ryanite. And here comes Neon into the mid lane. Ryan ults, but it's a little bit late, but it is still going to get him far enough away. Dodging the Fizz ultimate as well. And he survives yet again. Ooh, good charm from Ryanite. Going to get some damage down. But not enough to find a kill. Heimer jumping in on Wang now. And counter engage for Post is strong. Neon getting taken pretty low. And here comes chrisramrz. He's going to find one. He's going to find two. Frosty grabs a second. And the beautiful Bartle coming in. Heimer going to get stunned up against the wall. There's the Nunu ultimate as well. And Frosty with a double kill. The Eagles take the lead. Now up almost 2,000 gold. Incredible fight. And that's just what I was talking about in Champ Select, actually. The combination with the Bard ultimate and the Nunu ultimate is really strong. And you saw it right there. Wang was able to charge up that ultimate for maximum damage. Sidon jumping in. Ooh, that was really dangerous from Sidon. Trying to clear the wave, but almost took a charm to the face. Oh, popping that ultimate. The bee crying emote. Wang going in now, but he's going to back off there. And that was I just want to point out again a beautiful flank from chrisramrz there. In the middle of that fight. A very questionable early game, but he has since turned it around spectacularly. And the Eagles now in the lead by just about 1,600 gold. Definitely need a fight for this next dragon. It would be number 3 for NJCU if they get it. And Sidon hovering around here, looking for possibly a kill onto Ryanite. He's going to face check him. And just bait out his ultimate. Ooh. Dodges the ultimate with the with his own. Fantastic job by Ryanite. That was probably going to be a kill if that connected. Ooh, Chris baits that out. Going in with the ultimate. He can't let him proc this, though. It's going to be too much healing, and it does. Shutdown for Heimer. chrisramrz taking that fight. Maybe overestimating his damage a little bit there. And that is exactly what Fiora wants to do. Is take these one-on-one fights. And you saw it there. But post spot lane still has yet to die. Frosty 303 on the Ezreal. And S'mores 0010 on the Bard. Near full kill participation. I think about 88% kill participation on the Bard without dying. That is exactly what you want out of your support. S'mores playing phenomenally so far in this early game. Sidon is still going to be a huge issue for the Egos, though. He's also been playing phenomenally. Is up in farm over his lane opponent and 4-0 on Fizz. Eagles grouping up for Dragon here. It's up in less than a minute. This is going to be a full-on 5v5. Neither team wants to give this up. It's all going to come down to the engage. Can S'mores land a good ultimate? Can Chris find a flank? Sidon on the side here. Chris is going to be in a 1v2. Here comes the Maokai ultimate, and there's the fight. Big Seraphine ult coming down. chrisramrz taking a lot of damage, but stunned up in the front line. Can the Eagles deal the damage? They cannot. 2 kills already over to NJCU. S'mores running for the hills. Can he survive? Not looking good. And a double kill for Sidon. Excellent fight there from NJCU. And they're going to be able to take the 3rd dragon of the game. I think they just went in confidently there with Maokai's Nature's Grasp, and seeing as they were fighting in the blue side jungle there. Post really had nowhere to go. Ooh, barely dodging that charm. Oh, Ryanite getting a little too antsy there. He's going to get rooted up, and that's going to be an easy kill. Can the Eagles counter-engage? No, they cannot. S'more's going to eat right on out of there. 4 people coming through the magical journey. And Ryanite should have backed off there after his charm missed. Getting a little bit too antsy. And NJCU going to back off. Almost a 3,000 gold lead now, and 3 dragons for NJCU. Post cannot afford to mess up near the dragon spawn time anymore.
So we took.
Fight breaking out the mid lane here. Frosty and S'more's in a lot of trouble. Charm is going to land in a shutdown over to Heimer. S'more's going to ult himself. Flash over the wall. Can he get away? That's a creative escape. And he is actually going to get away. Good for him. I thought he was completely dead to rights there. But NJCU pinging the Baron now. And with Frosty dead, that is very possible that they can do this. But this could be where the Eagles come back into this game. Remember, Wang is playing Nunu here. So a great Baron stealing champion. Xayah dashing in here. Ryan's charm goes way wide. Ultimate comes down on chrisramrz. This could be another fight for NJCU. It's a killing spree for Heimer, getting one already. Wang in the middle of all 4 of them. And NJCU just content with getting Chris and going to back off and head straight back to the Baron. Let's see if they actually start it, though. The Eagles are going to back. NJCU starting up this Baron. Frosty does not have True Shot Barrage available to go for the steal. And it looks like this is going to be completely uncontested. And the match is going to get this map is going to be very difficult for Post to win now. NJCU out to a 5,500 gold lead now at 25 minutes. And with 3 dragons on the table. Next one is Soul. Eagles have to be ready for it. So down so much gold, you normally don't want to fight here, but unfortunately the Post Eagles kind of have to. Wang's about to face check Xayah here. chrisramrz pushing in the top lane. Oh, this could be bad. Nope, Neon decides not to pull the trigger there. chrisramrz wisely backing off in the top lane as well. Looks like chrisramrz is going to be sent to the top lane to try to deal with Xayah. Here comes the Maokai ultimate from the side. chrisramrz also getting ulted in the top lane. Oh, charm goes wide. That could have been big. Wang gets rooted up in the middle. Bard ultimate misses, and Xayah going to get the 1v1 kill. There's the Seraphine ult, going to charm up Wang in the front line. He goes down. True Shot Barrage goes across, but it's not enough damage. Heimer now just rampaging through the back line. That's going to be another kill, flashing away. S'more's going to E across and possibly save his life. But Neon going to flash in, get the root, and that's going to be all she wrote. He does pick up a kill on Heimer in the end. But this could be the game right here. They've got Baron-empowered minions and pushing up through the mid lane with 2 cannon minions. And the Eagles all dead for about 20 seconds. Let's see if they decide to try to end the game here. It's only 3 players alive. Neon taking a lot of damage. I don't think he realizes that he's taking damage to the tower. Gets super low. He is just going to die to the tower. And the Eagles have revived now. Wang chasing down this Seraphine. She has nowhere to go. Loose Smite goes down, rooted up, and chrisramrz is going to get that one. A good exit kill for the Eagles. And Dragon is up now, and with 2 dead, including the jungler, this should be the Eagles. Ryanite landing the charm here onto Sidon. Has the ultimate, decides not to use it for some reason. But Eagles getting the dragon here. That is very important. It's going to delay Soul for another 5 minutes at least. Not sure why Ryan didn't decide to pull the trigger. Maybe he didn't actually have ultimate up and it's a bug. And I see that it's up. But a close game. NJCU does have a significant lead. 8,000 gold now at this point. It's going to be rough. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's going to be a rough one for the Eagles here. chrisramrz getting jumped on by Heimer. Why? No, no, you can't. Oh, the Bartle coming in! Oh, he can't find the stun, though. True Shot Barrage goes down, but it's not nearly enough damage. Ryanite also still dueling Sidon for the inhibitor up here. And the Eagles made the call to go for that fight. And Chris used his grapple shot there. Stun onto Heimer, but they're going to easily be able to take this turret down. And NJCU now pushing up pretty strong. chrisramrz is still dead for 12 seconds. TP going in the mid lane. Eagles trying to hold on. She-Wolf is in base, though, so this is actually a window of opportunity for the Eagles here. Let's see if they recognize it. She-Wolf walking all the way from base. Charm goes wide, trying to get the top inhibitor here. Seraphine only hits 1. This could be the Eagles' chance. chrisramrz gets rooted up in the front line. Big ultimate coming down from Wang, but it's not quite enough damage. Heimer gets charmed up in the front line, but he's just not taking any damage. 1 inhibitor goes down. Another one is soon to follow shortly thereafter. Neon stunned up. The inhibitor, the Nexus getting super low, and NJCU just going to right-click the Nexus and take game 2. We're all tied up at 1, going to a deciding game 3. All right, we'll be right back with game 3 in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're back with Game 3 getting started in just a moment here. NJCU tied it up in Game 2, bringing us to a deciding Match 3. We selected blue side for Game 3. You see draft on the screen there. They decided to go with Shen, Nautilus, Tristana bans. And we went with Kayn, Xayah, and Fizz for our bans. And then our first 3 were J4, Vex, and Leona. Their first 3 were Sivir, Seraphine, Fiora. I honestly think that we won drafts pretty hard here. There aren't any big traditional tanks for Trundle to press R on. So Trundle was a really interesting pick. I think they just really thought that chrisramrz was going to pick a tank. And they just really wanted him not to.
Sorry, I was trying to get the Ezreal. There's too many people, but I hit everyone else. I'm gonna stand up here and try to get him. I am absolutely appalled by the play right now. We all got one stock. We're playing so dumb, and it smells like I don't want to die. It's supposed to be, we're supposed to get destroyed specifically because we keep killing ourselves. What? I hate that. What? What did you guys do? I just killed myself. I thought kill the stupid dogs! You guys just I can't play the game like this! Kill her!
All right. We're going to get started in just a minute here. Spectator delay almost gone. 45 seconds left. But, yeah, so what I was saying, I think Eagles kind of won draft pretty hard here. There's not a good... there isn't really great engage for NJCU. They don't have a lot of CC either. So it's going to be, I think, a difficult game for them to try to take control of. They're clearly committing hard to the split push with Echo and Fiora picks. And I think they just lose the 5-on-5 team fight. So it's going to be tough. Seraphine wants to 5v5, but the rest of their comp doesn't. Like, Seraphine and Sivir want to 5v5, but Fiora wants to split push. And Echo can do both, admittedly, but exhaust for Xayah. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. Good summoner choice from Frosty. And here we go. The deciding Game 3. Eagles on the blue side. It's going to be chrisramrz on Akshan in the top lane, Wang on Jarvan in the jungle, Ryanite on Vex in the mid lane, Frosty on Xayah on ADC, and S'mores on Leona on support. Meanwhile, over for NJCU, it's going to be Heimer in the top lane on Fiora, Neosonic on Trundle in the jungle, Echo being played by Sidon in the mid lane, She-Wolf Ashe on Sivir again, and the 6th on Seraphine again. Did you see what I...
Minions have spawned.
All right, both teams 5-pointing. No level 1 shenanigans this time. Game 1, we got a pick onto She-Wolf Ashe with our Nautilus. Game 2, we did another invade and got Sidon's Flash when he was playing Fizz. But I think that was honestly just like a misclick or a panic flash or something, because he was not even really in danger. It was kind of funny, actually. But no level 1 shenanigans this time. It's going to be a clean start. Neosonic gonna get his blue buff. And Wang gonna be starting on red side.
How did I pause? I don't know, but he wrote you up.
Look for the bot lane to be explosive this game. S'mores is gonna be looking for these engages. Oh man. Chris already asserting his dominance in the top lane here. Very strong matchup for Akshan. Here's S'mores and Frosty down here. Trying to get level 2. There it is. S'mores going in. It's going to be level 2 fight. The 6th getting stunned up, flashing out. And it's a good fight there for the Eagles, the 6th. And She-Wolf definitely losing that engage. Junglers finishing their second clear. There's another Zenith Blade, this time onto She-Wolf. Taking a lot of damage, but Frosty getting rooted up. Gonna take a Q as well. And just like I said, this bot lane getting to be quite explosive. Uh-oh, chrisramrz in trouble. Gonna nice flash over the wall. Oh, he messes up his dash. And that's gonna do it. Wang is not around to help. First blood going over to Heimer in the top lane. On the Fiora. Nice gank there by Neosonic. And you just have to be aware of that timing. 3 minutes in, that's when the jungler's gonna be finishing their clear. Uh-oh, and Wang and Ryan getting stunned up by Sidon on the back end. Oh, but maybe turning this around. Oh, no, that's not happening. Yeah, Neon getting healed up from that kill. And Wang has to back out. And a great early start here for NJCU. Eagles just getting a little antsy. Kind of forgetting about those timing windows. chrisramrz going in deep, a little early on the ignite there. And a great start for NJCU.
Oh no!
Let's see if these can bring this back. Down about 1,000 gold already. chrisramrz with a big farm lead in the top lane, though. That's going to probably get bigger as the game goes on, looking at the matchup. Wang does get spotted out on that ward. Fear by Ryan. Sidon hitting level 5, though. And Chris very low. He has to be so careful here. Like, Heimer's just going to get in there on him. Nice fear by Ryan. He gets stunned up, though. And Chris just barely getting away. Just playing with fire here. I'm not sure why he's not backing. Still sticking around with 5 health. Good trade there from Ryan. And Chris is finally backing off now. Things calming down just a little bit here. Neosonic is heading over to the top side. This could be a fight in the jungle. Bot lane needs to thin this wave a little bit before trying to go in. Dive brewing in the top lane here. Sidon and Neosonic both rotating over. And the Eagles not pinging this. They have no idea. And chrisramrz is going to be in a world of trouble. Pillar does interrupt the E, and he is absolutely dead. Sidon going to pick up that one. Engage from S'mores onto the 6th. But Frosty can't follow it up. A little bit of extra damage there. Eagles not doing a good job of tracking the opposing laners. Sidon went missing. Oh, but here's the engage. Onto the 6th. Very low. Frosty going to pick up that kill, and that is exactly what the Eagles needed to try to bounce back in this game. She-Wolf, stunned up, has to flash out as well. And an excellent engage by S'mores there in the bot lane, helping Frosty get fed. He has got a massive lead on She-Wolf. Up just about 20 CS as well as the kill. Oh, here's Wang going in. Does he have the ultimate? One more attack's going to do it, and he grabs the shutdown. Excellent gank there from Wang. Oh, and Echo, I did not have enough mana for his ultimate. Tragic for Sidon. And he is going to give over a substantial chunk of gold to Wang. That's going to be big for the Eagles. They have now cut the gold lead to just 500-600 here. Eagles pinging Neosonic on his blue, so they know where he is. Neosonic now level 6. Slightly ahead of Wang here in terms of levels. The 6 coming in on a gank on Ryan. A very early flash. But here's Wang for the counter gank. Huge fear coming in. And Ryan going to pick up one. The ultimate comes down from Wang. Sidon stuck inside of it. Oh, there's an ultimate. Wang flashing away. And Neon coming in for the counter gank, and that's big. But here's a stun coming in from S'mores. Woo. Another close fight. Oh, Heimer flashing in and gets another kill on chrisramrz. And it looks like he's going to orange jail after this one. An 0-3 start from the Eagles top laner. But a great fight in the bot lane, and Frosty is farming extremely well and has 2 kills for himself. That may be the difference here in these mid-game fights. Oh, but here comes Neosonic. He wants to get this shutdown. Ultimate misses from the 6. Good ult there. Counter engage from Frosty. Neosonic rooted up. They can turn this around. There's the exhaust. Neosonic has to flash out. Here comes the ultimate from She-Wolf, though. And Frosty and S'mores in the 2v3, nearly getting a kill. And they're going to set up for Dragon now. Eagles decide to fight for this. Oh, Frosty in trouble. Flashing away, getting to the blast gun and getting to safety. Good job by Frosty there, but he does have to blow his flash. Gold lead is exactly even now, though. And NJCU still hesitant to start up this Dragon. Gothic Knights playing this early game pretty conservatively, all things considered. Good fear by Ryan. Procken is electrocute as well. Sidon almost out of mana. He's probably going to base after this. Yeah, completely now. As S'mores rotating over. Oh. Spotted out by that ward, and he's going to head back to bot. Chris just needs to play it cool, wait for Heimer to push this wave into him. He needs to stop auto-attacking the wave. He needs to stop doing that. Now he's just handing a freeze over to Heimer. Now he can just freeze. There's nothing he can do about it. Well, it's not quite a freeze. But he really should have just been waiting. You know, I guess I get it. He's trying to thin wave, so it's not such a big crash. He's afraid maybe of a dive. with Neon Sonic, which is understandable, I suppose. As long as he makes it so that Heimer can't freeze the wave on him. S'more's looking for another engage, possibly. It's bottom lane. Mid lane and jungle both rotating over to the top lane yet again, and no pings coming down from the Eagles. Oh, there they are. Finally, pinging missing. And chrisramrz just nowhere to go. And that's another gank in the top lane. But he's not worth so much gold anymore. And Eagle's going to be able to take Dragon off of this. I honestly don't know if this is worth. Ultimate coming down from S'mores, but completely whiffing. NJCU going to take down this entire turret, maybe? No, not quite. Wang with a good response there, taking the Dragon. This is actually good for chrisramrz if they take this tower, which it looks like they will. Oh no, they're going to leave one plate. Fiora teleporting to the mid lane now. Oh, and Rift Herald getting popped in the mid lane. That's big. 2 plates each for Ryan and Wang in the mid lane, equal to half a kill about. But good ward there from Wang is going to spot Sidon rotating down. And with no teleport and Heimer still sticking around, chrisramrz is going to have some free time in the top lane for himself. Good trade there from Ryanite. Wang coming in on the gank. Good job waiting. There's the dunk and the shutdown over to Ryan. A beautiful gank from Wang. Wang waiting for Echo to hop the wall, and then finally using the flag and drag. Stream freezing for a bit. That's weird. We're catching up to the live content. Not really sure. Neon hanging out around the bot side of the map, maybe looking for a play with She-Wolf in the 6th. They still see Wang in the mid lane, but the Eagles could maybe turn this around. Frosty is pretty fed, don't forget. And that ultimate is great against tower dives. And they know he's there now as they see the pillar. Just throwing it down to be annoying, I guess. Frosty farming really well. 120 CS at 14 minutes. And chrisramrz in trouble. Heimer just getting right in front of him, blocking that E. And he's just going to die, flashing on top of him, and that's another easy kill for Heimer. Hmm. 3-0-2 now on the Fiora. Good counter engage from Ryan here as Sidon jumping in, but a pretty good trade. Eagles grouping up as 4.
When you're doing it, I'm like, oh! I'm just in the middle getting fucking... I saw you standing. Oh, that's what he wants to do. Okay? I saw you guys do it.
Very even gold. Pretty much dead even. Huge lead for Heimer in the top lane, but an equally big lead for Frosty in the bot lane. Wang also with a pretty substantial lead on Neon Sonic as well. Ryan going to be in trouble getting stunned up here. Heimer rotating in. Ryanite flashing and wasting his flash. He was dead to rights. Should not be using flash in that situation. You're absolutely 100% dead. And knowing when to hold on to your summoner spells is a big point of learning for new players. Wang, S'mores, and Frosty, though, rotating over to catch this mid lane wave. Oh, wow. What a flash. Double charm lands as well. Poseidon out of mana and has no ultimate. And is able to get away. Eagles really wanted that engage, but couldn't find it. Dragon coming up soon now in under a minute. Big wave pushing into mid and nobody answering that for NJCU. Two players just back from NJCU. The Eagles have an opening here, but I don't know if they realize it. Good engage here from S'mores. Neon getting very low. chrisramrz, excuse me, to pick up the kill there. Frosty finds another, and that is exactly the window that I was just talking about. The Eagles recognize it, and they capitalize. An excellent engage from S'mores. But Heimer is in the area and is a very fed Fiora. This could still be trouble for the Eagles, but this will more than likely be their second dragon of the game. Wang having a fantastic game on J4 so far and will secure the second dragon. Sidon can't quite land the stun on Ryan. It's the fear, though. S'mores landing the engage. Heimer coming back in here. He's going to get that ultimate shutdown over to Heimer. And this is a big fight. Exploding in the mid lane. chrisramrz is going to fall as well. Eagles overstepping a little bit. Nice root from Frosty, but it's not quite enough damage. And the Eagles overstep. And Gothic Knights pick up 2. I don't know if S'mores has enough mana to actually go for anything here. Not to mention Neosonic and Heimer are nearby at Rift Herald. Not really sure what's going on here. And ultimate's traded out, and nothing happens. So this is a close one. We've got an excellent game here, folks. Heimer is going to be a serious issue in these fights, but Chris was able to grab a little bit of money for himself those last few minutes, so hopefully he'll be able to contribute a little bit in these fights. NJCU, I think, is going to have a difficult time killing Frosty, and I think that's what this game is going to come down to. Yes, Heimer is fed. But Frosty has a Leona and a Vex to watch his back.
Oh, that was me? I was so confused.
About a 1,500 gold lead for NJCU. Definitely not insurmountable, but noteworthy. Some more spotted on that ward. Sidon split pushing in the bottom lane here. The Eagles do have numbers if a fight breaks out. It's going to be a 2v2 in the top lane. I do not think that's winnable, though. Wang and Chris versus Heimer and Neon. And NJCU really wants this mid-outer turret. Popping Rift Herald in the top lane as well. And here's Sidon going in on Ryan. He's going to take a tower shot for his trouble. Oh, Wang going in. This is going to be trouble. Dunked on top of Heimer. chrisramrz flashing out. Heimer flashing out as well. But Neon doing so much damage. He's going to be able to dive Chris as well. Ooh, not quite. Chris firing the ult, but not quite finding the kill. Meanwhile, Sidon also got a kill. Oh, Chris, what are you doing? No, 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 no. You do not have the money to do that. Gauge from S'mores here. Frosty going in. Ultimate comes down from both supports. Frosty stunned up. Gonna pop the ultimate, but it's not enough. And things going from bad to worse for the Eagles right now. S'mores going in, trying to get this kill, but there's just too much healing. And NJCU has just opened up the game. 5,000 gold lead now, and it's going to be quite difficult for the Eagles to come back now. Dragon coming up in less than a minute. If Ryan's able to catch his back again. Oh, he does. Okay. This is interesting. Oh, there's the ultimate. Sidon trades an ultimate right back. Another fear. Now from Sidon, chrisramrz going over the wall. And grabs the kill on Sidon. That's pretty big, but Heimer is going to take him down. Ryanite flashing away. And it's a 1-for-1. Mid laner for top laner. Probably a win for the Eagles, considering Sidon more fed than chrisramrz at this point. Dragon has spawned. It's a 4v4. I don't know if the Eagles are going to be able to win this one. Oh, but Ryan teleporting in. Now they might be able to. He does not have his ultimate, though. Eagles starting up the Dragon. This might be a smite fight. Both junglers level 11. Oh, big Seraphine Ult is going to catch 4. Frosty dead immediately, and that's going to be a team wipe for NJCU. Wang dropping the ultimate, but it's too little, too late, and that's a double kill for She-Wolf. You cannot give a Seraphine that much time to line up an ultimate like that, and the Eagles just can't do anything right now. 8,000 gold behind. NJCU completely opened up the map. And this is going to be a free Baron as well. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. This is going to be a tough one. This is going to be a real tough one. The Eagles have to play pretty much perfectly from here on out. They have a composition that is designed to do well when ahead, and they are very far behind. 10,000 gold now at 25 minutes. Only good part about this is that they got the first 2 dragons, so Soul is not going to be on the table for quite a while for NJCU. That's going to actually be able to buy them a lot of time. If Frosty's able to continue scaling, and chrisramrz is able to continue scaling, it might be doable, but they have to stall. They cannot fight for these outer turrets. They have to just give them up. Echo coming in on the back line on Frosty. He gets stunned up and killed immediately. Just like I said, they cannot be fighting for these outer towers. Massive shutdown over to Ryanite, though, in the top lane. And especially Frosty and S'mores, if you know your team is going to fight Heimer in the top lane, don't be there. Don't be there for the outer tower. And now they're going to get a free inhibitor and possibly even just push up and win the game here. Oh, engage there on Sidon. Ryanite is charmed up, though. He's going to fall immediately. Ultimate popped by Neon. He's running in on Wang. Doesn't even have time to flag and drag away. Frosty's up in 5 seconds. Cyan taking some damage from the tower is extremely low. chrisramrz going to fire off the ultimate. A lot of damage for everyone. Very low for NJCU. She-Wolf is going to die. chrisramrz picking up that kill somehow. I'm not sure how he actually hit her there. NJCU really wanted to end the game there. But the Eagles' res timers were just quick enough. They did get 1 Nexus turret. Big top wave pushing in. Massive shutdown for Ryanite. Getting the kill on Heimer during that mid lane engage, and that's going to go a long ways towards helping Ryanite be able to do some more damage in these fights and actually kind of go in and do what he wants. Sidon going in on chrisramrz here. See if they're actually able to take this. But yeah, wisely backing off. Going back in with the ultimate. But here comes Heimer. Ryanite is here as well, but Wang in a lot of trouble. He's going to ult and flash out. But it's not enough damage. Heimer just doing whatever he wants. Finds another one onto Ryanite. And chrisramrz just getting run down. Sidon taking 2 damage. It's from the tower, though. He is going to fall. A glimmer of hope here for the Eagles. A ultimate from Frosty, but that's definitely going to be too little too late, and that's going to be GG. S'more's going to fall as well. Clean ace for NJCU, and they take down the Nexus in 28 minutes. And we'll take the series in 3 games. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching tonight, everyone. We are going to have a Madden stream for you tomorrow night. Should be at 8 o'clock, I believe. Yeah, 8 o'clock, unless they reschedule it, but I'll let you all know. And then no streams on Friday, but there will be our opponents for Rocket League on Friday will be streaming the match over on twitch.tv/SNHU Esports. So make sure to go check that out, 6 p.m. on Friday for a Rocket League match. Until then, thanks for watching, everyone. You all have a great night.